All right, everybody. Well, welcome to my channel. And here we are. All right, very good. Let's see. Am I going to have a hard time here? Can you hear me? Okay, very good. All right, check. We are all here. All righty, and I have this is the current time clock right here that I think I'm sharing with you. I think. Well, let's stop our share. Let's go to here. Okay. All right. Well, here is, I'm going to break down the month of February. And I'm going to start with today, January 25th. We have the moon at 22 degrees and 12 minutes at the moment. And let's see. I want to share. Yeah, I want to share this screen with you. And I just want to share the screen. Why not? We'll go here. Okay. And am I sharing? No. I am actually. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Okay, now that we have this here, I'm going to go to the planets of the moment. And here we are. And am I sharing this? Yes. Okay, so here we are. All right, let's see here. Interesting. This is very strange. All right. All right. Okay, so here is this chart for here's our chart for the moment. Okay, Leo rise. Well, this is for Manhasset. So, but actually, right now we're in Cancer rising. If you're in the East Coast, you have Leo rising. The moon is in Sagittarius. The sun is Aquarius. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully you can still hear me because I'm having some issues here. So bear with me just a moment. God, help us all. Okay. Well, we're still in Aquarius season, and the month of February we're looking at. Okay, so All right, let's leave it at this. Yeah, and we'll keep that there. So this is the chart of the moment right now that we're in. Did I stop my share? Oh, crap. I did. Okay. Share the screen. I'll share this screen. Okay. So here we are. We have the sun in Aquarius, the moon in Sagittarius, and they are, well, are they sextile each other? No. Because the sun is at 6 degrees and it's in detriment in Aquarius. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold from last week. And so here we are. Okay. The nodes are 28 degrees, north node in Pisces, south node in Virgo at 28 degrees and 52 minutes, 59 seconds. So, all right. Well, let's see. Mercury is 26 degrees. All right. Let's keep going on. I'm going to move on to the 29th, which we will see a new moon occurring. And it will also be the year of this beginning of a new year, Chinese New Year of the snake. So on the 29th, we'll have a new moon. New beginnings will happen. I already did a video on the new moon, but I will talk about Mercury will move into Aquarius. Very soon. So that today is the 25th. Mercury moves into Aquarius on the 27th of January. And it'll sextile the north node. Actually, it won't. Because the north node is in Pisces. And Mercury is in Aquarius. Oh. The 28th, the moon is still in Aquarius. The 29th, well, the 29th is when the new moon occurs. On the 29th, the 30th, Uranus goes into direct motion. Uranus moves direct on the 30th of January. In the later hours of the day, Uranus in Taurus goes direct. On the 30th. In the middle of the day on the East Coast, in the morning on the West Coast, or late morning on the East Coast. At 8:22-ish a.m. on the West Coast, Uranus goes direct. On the 30th, then on the 1st, Venus will be conjunct, holding hands, or conjunct, or coincide with Neptune. Venus at 27 degrees on Saturday, February 1st. At 27 degrees. Venus will be, I will show you this. Yeah, I'll show you this in the chart. I'll stop that and I'll go back to here and I will present to you what do I want to share? Which one do I want to share with you? Okay, let's go here. And then we'll go to February 1st, 2025. And we will show this chart. And hopefully that's what I'm showing. Yes. Okay, and we wanted to get rid of that. Okay, so actually, this is my chart. That's the wrong one. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's go. Back to chart selection, and we will go to, we will yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's type in make an event chart. Go 1st of February 2025. And let's put this to 8 a.m. and continue. And then, all right. Oops. And continue. Now share this chart. Here's February 1st. Okay, well, we have the ascendant. Yeah, actually, I put it at 8 o'clock. And the moon will be in Pisces. On this day, in between Saturn and Neptune. So Venus will be conjunct the Neptune. Here's Venus conjunct Neptune. That's conjunction. So yes, Venus is exalted at 27 degrees. The sun is still in detriment at 13 degrees. We have Mars still in fall, in retrograde, in Cancer, Saturn, Gemini, Jupiter. No, I'm sorry. Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter, Gemini, Uranus in Taurus, Neptune in Pisces. So there you have it. Yes. The Venus Neptune conjunction on the 1st of February. And then we have the 2nd. Not much is happening in the 2nd. Same thing. The moon is, let's see, February 2nd. The moon moves into Aries. The 3rd, Mercury will now make a trine to Jupiter. Mercury in Aquarius will make an air trine to Jupiter in Gemini. So that'll be a very interesting, really great day to communicate, get your ideas across, and perfect time to write things. And then Venus will also conjunct the North Node, and then Mars will square Chiron. Mars will make a square to Chiron at 19 degrees. Mars will be at 19 degrees of Cancer, retrograde, and Chiron is at 19 degrees in Aries, making a square to each other. That's a 90-degree angle, which is a square to that Mars. Well, some kind of event could happen that you feel may be a cathartic time for healing a wound that may have been felt during this time, or that you have that needs to be, or a wound that's been lingering for quite some time. This square will take some action to alleviate and alleviate and see what's happening here, because the moon is in Aries also, and by the end of the day it'll be in Taurus, where you'll see more practically. Well, yeah, feeling more practically, be feeling more grounded when the moon moves into Taurus after this square takes place. And then on the 4th, Venus moves into Aries on the 4th, and Jupiter goes direct. Jupiter will go direct on the 4th. And then we have our first quarter moon in Taurus on the 5th. After that, it'll move into our first quarter moon. Yes. The moon will square the sun, our first quarter moon. And then later that day, in the evening, the moon will move into Gemini on the 5th. On the 6th, there's not much happening on the 6th because moon will still be in Gemini. And then we have Venus in Aries making a sextile to Pluto on the 7th of February at 2 degrees. Pluto 2 degrees in Aquarius, and Venus at 2 degrees of Aries, making a sextile. That's about 60 degrees away. Yeah, so that's a sextile. Oh, yes. Pluto is still in Aquarius. The sun is at 19 degrees of Aquarius. Jupiter's still moving forward. It's at 11 degrees now. And that'll keep going ahead. Sorry about that. So let's go to the 8th, where the moon moves into Cancer. Mercury sextiles Chiron now. Mercury at 19 degrees will sextile Chiron at 19 degrees Aries. Then a fire and air sextile. Action and fiery action and communicative and thought-provoking Mercury in Aquarius will be thinking outside of the box. Definitely, because Mercury in Aquarius always thinks outside of the box. And then the Sun will make a conjunction to Mercury on the 9th of February. Mercury at 21 and the Sun at 21 degrees. So that's like a cazimi. Yep. There's a Mercury Sun conjunction in Aquarius at 21 degrees, 10 minutes, which will occur on the February 9th. And then Mars will trine Saturn. The two malefics, Mars at 18 degrees and Saturn at 18 degrees on the 9th of February. That'll be interesting. Mars is action and Saturn is structure, restriction, boundaries. So yeah, there'll be a lot of boundaries being tested here on February 9th. But it's in a trine, which is a good aspect between two malefic planets. They may see eye to eye because they're both in water. They both don't do well in these signs. Mars does not fare well in Cancer. Saturn definitely does not fare well in Pisces. So they will be seeing each other, communicating on the same page, but how they'll figure things out will be a little touchy, possibly. One wants to initiate things, the other wants to restrict, place boundaries, and Saturn wants to place boundaries on things and restrictions, rules, discipline, where Aries wants to take the initiative, take the action necessary to move forward. The moon is also conjunct Mars at this time on the 9th, or starting to on the 9th. And then we move onto the 10th. The moon will move into Leo. And then the moon in Leo will be opposing Pluto. We've seen this before when the moon was in Leo already this year, opposing Pluto. Not too bad, I guess. Then on the 11th, the Sun will square Uranus on the 11th. The Sun squares Uranus. The Sun at 23 degrees and Uranus at in Taurus at 23 degrees. The sun is in Aquarius. The Uranus is in Taurus, making a very tight square to each other on the 11th. It'll be an unusual day. Uranus is revolution. Well, there might be some this could be a day where there's protests or possibly rallies and people and doing things for their causes and the groups that they are involved with. It'll also conjunct Mercury. The sun will conjunct Mercury at 24 degrees. And it'll on the 12th. Well, it's been conjunct since the 11th. Yeah. Or since the 9th. So it's going away. It's still in a conjunction when the sun is at 23 degrees and Uranus is at 23 degrees. Mercury is at 24. It's still in a conjunction with the sun, and it's still squaring Uranus. So there might be a social cause being brought up for a revolutionary movement, a very, I would say, groundbreaking movement. There could be even an earthquake watch. I would watch for an earthquake or an earth event during this time also. Yeah, I will share the planets with you in a recorded video. I just want to go over all what's going on for February, and then on the February 12th, we have our full moon. The sun will be at 24 degrees, and the moon will be at 24 degrees. Let's see. The sun at 24 degrees. Okay. The moon will be at 24 degrees. Yes. Okay. Let's see what exactly. Okay, 24 degrees, 6 minutes. And this will be occurring at 5:53 a.m. on the west coast of the United States, or 8:53 p.m. on the east coast. 24 degrees, 6 minutes. That's a full moon on the 12th of February. I will be doing a separate video just on the full moon. And then the 13th, not much happening there. Nothing different anyway. Let's see, the 13th. The moon moves into Virgo. That's pretty much about it. That's the only thing that's different. Venus is still in Aries. Mars is still retrograde on February 13th. On the 14th, let's see what's happening on the 14th. Mercury moves into Pisces on February 14th. Valentine's Day. Interesting. Mercury moves into Pisces on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. And the moon is still in Virgo. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. No. All right. So let's go to the 15th. All right. February 15th, the moon moves into Libra. And what else is new, different here? Mercury's still in Pisces. Yep. Saturn moved into to 19 degrees of Pisces. The North Node is at 27 degrees of Pisces. Neptune, 28 degrees of Pisces. We have a lot of planets. All the planets are moving direct, except for Mars. Mars is still moving retrograde on February 15th. Let's go to the 16th. And then the 17th. All right, well, yeah, actually, so before I move on, let me say some things here before I forget. That you can't see anything here, can you? That's why I hate sharing on these. I'm going to stop my share. And I'm just going to talk to you. What's going on? So the 16th and the 17th. The 17th of February 17th, the moon moves into Scorpio. And then on the 18th, we have the sun at the 29th degree of Aquarius on February 17th. And then we go into the 18th, and the sun enters Pisces. So, happy Pisces season. I will be doing a video all about Pisces season starting February 18th until March 20th, I believe. March 20th. March. Yes, when the sun moves into Aries on March 20th. So we will see what goes on for Pisces. When the sun moves into Pisces, what happens for you in all your signs there. And so let's see. The February 20th. The moon moves into Aquarius, into Sagittarius. Mercury will trine. Mercury will square. Mercury in Pisces will be making a square to Jupiter at 12 degrees. Mercury will be at 12 degrees. Jupiter, well, let's see. Hold on. Let me double check this. Oh, okay. Yes. 11 degrees and 43 minutes. Mercury at 11 degrees 43 minutes Pisces, and Jupiter at 11 degrees 43 minutes in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini, Mercury in Pisces. They'll have another square. A fire, a water and air square. Mercury is in a water sign of Pisces, and Jupiter is in the air sign of Gemini. They are making a square to one another on this day, February 20th. Okay. And this is the third quarter moon in Sagittarius. We'll have our third quarter moon in Sagittarius. And then on the 21st, moon is still in Sagittarius, and the moon will square Mercury on this day too, on the 21st. And then moon moves into Capricorn on the 22nd of February. And Neptune will be making a conjunction to the North Node on the 22nd of February. On the 23rd, Mars will finally be moving direct at in the later evening of the day of the 23rd of February. Mars moves direct. And yeah. About 6. Yes, at about 6 o'clock. p.m. At 6 p.m. around there. Well, closer to 5:59. Yeah. 48 seconds. 49 seconds. Yeah. So around 6 o'clock, 5:59. Mars on the west coast. Mars finally moves direct. Now we have all our planets moving in direct motion on February 23rd, finally. And now, and we have the moon in Capricorn on the 22nd and the 23rd. Mars goes direct on the 23rd. Okay. Then the 24th, we have the moon will be moving into Aquarius on the 24th. Yes. I'm so sorry. All right. Let me turn off the ringer. I'm so sorry, everybody. The 24th. Okay. We have all planets moving in direct motion. And the moon enters Aquarius later that evening, in the evening hours, or late at night on the East Coast, or close to 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 1 a.m. on the East Coast, closer to 10 p.m. on the West Coast, or 9:59, or 9 something, yeah. The moon will be in Aquarius. And then we go to the 25th. Where we have Mercury will be conjunct Saturn. At 20 degrees. And 17 minutes. Yes. Or 16 minutes, something like that. Let's see. Direct Mercury at 20 degrees. And the Saturn at 20 will be at 20 degrees on February 25th. Yes. 20 degrees, 15 minutes of Pisces. Mercury will conjunct Saturn. Interesting time of year where Mercury and Saturn meet. They will meld together, bringing some, hopefully, this will be a good thing. They're both in detriment. Saturn is not happy in Pisces, and neither is Mercury. Mercury is in detriment and in fall. Saturn is in its detriment here. Right? Yes. Let me see something here. Saturn is Not happy, no. Saturn is not, no, Saturn isn't detriment. Mercury is in detriment and fall in Pisces. Saturn just doesn't like to be in Pisces. So, yeah. So this will be an interesting day. For the February 25th, Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Unless it's really just talking about communicating about spiritual things, being more disciplined in your spiritual practices. That's what this energy is all really only good for, to expand. Well, no, Saturn restricts, but Mercury expands your mind, and Mercury is communication, it's understanding, but it's in fall and it's in detriment. Not the best place to be. But, you may even have some interesting dreams come up for you this time with Mercury in Pisces. Some very interesting images, or just like images will come to mind. It's a good time to write those things, those ideas down at this time too. And then on the 26th, we still have this Mercury. Saturn is still in conjunction. There are still 20 degrees. The moon is in Aquarius. The sun is at 7 degrees of Pisces by this time on the 25th. 26th. The moon is still in Aquarius. Sun is at 8 degrees of Pisces. Saturn is at 20 degrees of Pisces. Mercury, 22 degrees of Pisces. The North Node, 27 degrees. Neptune, 28 degrees, all in Pisces. And then we have Venus at 10 degrees. Venus is in her detriment in Aries. It's been, since it went into Aries, Venus is in her detriment since the 4th of February. And now we're at 10 degrees. She's at 10 degrees of Aries right now on the 26th of February. Let's move on to the 27th. The moon moves into Pisces on the 27th. Mercury will sextile Uranus. Mercury in Pisces at 23 degrees, and Uranus at 23 degrees. Yes, they are. Yeah, Uranus is still slowly moving. It's still at 23 degrees, and Mercury and Uranus, they're making a sextile. This is an interesting thing. So water and air, in Earth. Mercury in water sign, Uranus in an earth sign. We'll see what happens with this sextile. Some kind of revolutionary awakening, possibly. Who knows? Uranus is shock, also revolution or evolution or strange and obscure things happening that are shocking and unexpected and surprising. That's the planet Uranus. Mercury, on the other hand, in Pisces, they can talk about, they probably communicate things through images, through non-linear modes of communication. And that's all on the 27th. And we also have a new moon on the 27th, where the moon and the sun will be meeting at 9 degrees. The sun and the moon will be meeting at 9 degrees and 41 minutes. Yes. Let's see. Or 40 minutes. 9 degrees, 40 minutes. Yes. The sun and the moon. New moon on the 27th of February. The 28th, we have also the new moon is still in effect. And then the 28th, excuse me, I'm so sorry. The 28th, Venus goes retrograde. Venus starts her very long retrograde period on the 28th of February. I'm sorry, February, no. That'd be March 1st. There's only 28 days. There's only 28 days in February. I'm sorry, March 1st. Yes, March 1st. I'm sorry, good word. There's only 28 days in February. Okay. March, and we get to March 1st, where Venus goes retrograde and Mercury conjuncts Uranus, or the North Node. So that's all February. And then we get to March 1st, which is my solar return. Where the sun is at 11 degrees. Yes, my sun is the sun of my chart is at 11 degrees. I will share with you that here. Okay, so sun 11:17. So 11:41, but actually this is, yeah, if I shared with you my let's share my solar return for this coming year. So here it is. Here's my solar return, 11:17. So yeah, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to open my chart. Well, I'll show you that on March 1st, which is a Saturday, March 1st. My solar return is happening then, and I'll show you a video on all about that, and I will be demonstrating, reading my solar return chart as it is with my as it is, and I'll show you how to read that with my solar return chart. For 2025. And this should be interesting. So, with that, I'm going to hey Lucy. Yes, I agree. Wow, I love the comments, you Lucy. I really do. Thank you for commenting. Yay! And I know you're very intuitive yourself. And yep, I love the comments. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone of my 117 subscribers. Hopefully it'll get up to more this year. My solar return chart will be very interesting to see. So with that, I'm going to, that's all I have for you to share today right now. But actually, I'm having a all my readings are for a half-hour reading with me. You can book one for $50 for a half hour, and or a 1 hour reading with me for $100, and that includes natal chart reading, solar return, and I will make one. Thank you for that suggestion. I will make a community post about this, about my sales, what I offer, and yes, and you can email me at stevenschutz@gmail.com and for more details. So thank you for watching. Thank you to all of you, and have a great evening, night, and morning, whatever time you're watching this. Okay, thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye. You too, you too, Lucy. Have a wonderful week. I'm sure I hope I see you Sunday. But we'll see. All right. Take it easy. Bye, everybody.